Hey, what's up, YouTube? I think today I'm gonna do a Q&A. First question, just who am I? My name's Joseph Gast. A lot of people call me Joey. A lot of my close friends from high school call me Joe. You can really call me whatever you want, I don't really care. But I'm 22 years old. I actually turned 23. Today's the 17th, so a week from today, actually, I turned 23 years old. And I'm just starting grad school this fall at the Ohio University, and I'm gonna be majoring in food and nutrition sciences and get my master's in that. All right, second question is going to be, what got me into fitness? Well, originally, what got me into fitness was back in middle school. I used to watch professional wrestling all the time. I was like obsessed with it. You know, I bought all the shirts, I bought all the DVDs, watched all the pay-per-views, and I guess I just always wanted to be big and strong like them, and I kind of looked up to them. So, you know, I started picking up like some weights. You know, I would curl every now and then. I would do some push-ups, just little stuff, and that was about, I think, 7th grade when I started. And I guess I just always loved lifting. Like, it's just been something that I've always loved to do. You know, no one had to make me do it. I didn't have to make myself do it. It was just something I really enjoyed. Hey, sorry guys, there's gonna be a lot of change of scenery in this video. Today I'm busy moving into my new apartment to start grad school in about less than a week is when my first day is. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving around a lot. I'm gonna just try to film this as I'm doing different things and I'm moving my stuff in and everything. As you can see, you know, it's pretty empty at this point. Not much in here, actually nothing at all. But all right, so the third question is gonna be, were you always fit, I guess you would say, or, you know, did you have the chubbier years or anything like that? Well, I guess throughout middle school and even high school, I wasn't too chubby, but I wasn't as fit as I am now, and I definitely wasn't as strong as I am now. And I wasted my time doing exercises that weren't that efficient, and I really didn't know much at all about nutrition. Like, I knew like what was healthy and what was not healthy, but I didn't know how much of it I should eat. I didn't understand the concept that you had to eat in a surplus to build muscle, eat in a deficit to lose fat. I just kind of thought, oh, I'd eat protein and magically build muscle, you know? So I did that throughout high school, and I mean, my diet was pretty poor throughout high school. So I really wasn't in that great of shape then, even though I worked out. And then the freshman year of college, you know, freshman 15, they always say, but no, I didn't gain 15 pounds, but I did put on some weight. And near the end of my freshman year, I just kind of realized, like, man, I'm really not, I don't know, when I looked in the mirror, I just wasn't who I thought I was. I mean, I was in love with working out and lifting, but I just didn't see the results that I thought I would get and who I was. So I made a change then, and I was about 190, 195 pounds then. I'm not sure what my body fat percentage was, but it was probably pretty high. And so I started to change my diet, made small steps. In about like 8 or 9 months, I ended up losing about 40 pounds, and my lowest weight, I think, was like 156. And then I really had like no muscle on me. I did a crap ton of cardio to lose that weight, like multiple times a day, and I could have done it a different way and not have lost as much muscle as what I already had. But I didn't really know any better. I was just looking at the scale, and I got down to about 156 pounds, like I said. And then after that, I really just started, I guess, watching a lot of videos, reading a lot more about how to build muscle, you know, the right exercises to do. And that's when I really changed the way I was working out. I was actually watching what I ate, you know, counting everything, which I'll get back to that later. But that's when I made the change, and now I'm about 180, a little over, maybe 185 pounds, and So I'm about 30 pounds heavier than what I was 3 years ago, but the weight is just completely different. I've put on a good amount of muscle. I don't know if I would say 30 pounds of muscle in 3 years, but I think the majority of what I've gained has been good quality mass, and I've just learned a lot about nutrition and lifting, and I've just fallen in love with it. All right, break time. Sorry I'm a little sweaty. I've been making a little bit of progress. Doesn't look like much, but it's hot outside. Powerlifter or bodybuilder? It's close, but I gotta go with powerlifter. Okay, so if I say powerlifter, squat, bench, or deadlift? Deadlift. It's the only one I'm actually kind of good at. So since I said powerlifting, one might ask what my powerlifting total is. My all-time best squat is 325. All-time best bench, pause bench is 235, and then for deadlift is 500. So my numbers really aren't that high yet. Still working on it. I've only been doing powerlifting for a year, but I'm pretty proud of the progress that I've made so far. So what motivates you? Well, it depends what we're talking about here. If we're talking about as far as lifting or in the gym, really it's just kind of myself. I love doing it. I love pushing myself. I love, hitting new PRs. I guess that would be what motivates me. It's just the feeling you get after you did something that you couldn't do 2 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago. There's numbers that you hit when you're keeping track of your progress, whether it's a run or a lift, and when you hit some number that a year ago there's no way you could have even came close to. I think that's motivation itself. I mean, at least to me it is, just knowing that you put in the work and did something that if you would have been doing the same things you did a year ago, you wouldn't have never been able to accomplish, I guess. But when it comes to, I guess, nutrition, I've just seen the, side effects of poor nutrition firsthand, and, I want to be healthy for as long as possible. I want to be, 50, 60 years old and be able to move around like I was like 30, I want to be able to, especially when I get older and have kids, I want to be able to go out and play with them until I'm, 50 or 60 hopefully. And that might be a stretch, anything can happen, but I just want to be healthy for the people around me and the people that I care about in order to do things with them and enjoy life with them. Because, being healthy, the quality of your life is just improved drastically, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. Also, as far as nutrition, I know because I've done a lot of reading and I have the knowledge that proper nutrition will lead to better training in the gym. So that kind of ties in with my motivation to hit PRs. I know if I eat right, then I'll be more likely to hit the PRs that I want, and then I'll, feel confident, feel accomplished, like I had a goal and I worked hard and set out for it. So they kind of tie together there, I guess you could say. So next question, are you single? The answer is no. I actually have a girlfriend. We've been dating for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years this October, and I could really go on and on about her and how amazing she is, but I just want to say she's one of the biggest people, I guess, in my life that really inspires me and motivates me to, go for what I want to do, go for my passion, because, watching her, she just got into med school, she's just started, and, going to med school, that's a big deal, getting in, and just knowing you have all of that schooling, all that work, all that debt, to add up, and you're taking a huge chance, and she's wanted to do this forever, and I just love watching her, work hard and pursue her dream. And I know she's going to do great, and I can't wait to watch her succeed. And she motivates me, not by, telling me to do this or like verbally encouraging me, but just by her actions, how she goes after what she wants. And I guess I'm just gonna leave it at that because I'll end up rambling and rambling. But yeah, she's amazing, and I couldn't really ask for anybody better. So, are you cutting or bulking? Right now, I'm bulking. I'm trying to do it really slow, maybe just like 2 to 3 pounds a month I'll gain. I'm thinking maybe like every few months, depending on how my body fat percentage feels, I'll do like a small little cut for like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Who knows? I'll just look in the mirror, not really go by weight as much. Just see how I look. If I'm happy with the way I look, I'll just keep bulking. If I feel like I'm getting a little too fluffy, I'll, cut for like 3 or 4 weeks and just to clean it up a little bit. But, I'm excited because I haven't really done a consistent bulk for a long time, maybe like a few months at the most, but I'm ready to do this for about a year and just see how much muscle and strength I could really gain from this. So I think I'm going to end this Q&A with, what are my goals? Well, as far as fitness right now, by the end of 2016, I want to squat 365 pounds. I want to pause bench 260 pounds, and I want to deadlift 550 pounds. That's my fitness goal. I also have a goal of, working my tail off in grad school this first semester, and even semesters after that, obviously. But, I want to work as hard as I possibly can with this. I haven't had an opportunity like this before. I was offered a graduate assistantship here too, which I'm so thankful and blessed to have this opportunity, and I'm not gonna just let it slip away. I'm gonna take advantage of this. But also goals, for the future. I've always wanted to just help people. Like, for the longest time, I had no idea what wanted to do for the rest of my life, and I just always knew I wanted to help people. I wanted to, motivate people, and I guess just help them realize that, they can get over whatever, is in their way, whatever they're struggling with, the obstacles in their path. And I would love to be able to help people with their fitness goals, help people with their nutrition, and I plan on graduating with a master's in nutrition and becoming a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and help people like that. And if through these videos possibly, or any of my posts on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, anything, if any of those posts just motivates one person, gets them to think, I can do this, I can make these changes, or informs them on ways they can do it. Like, oh, I can eat this instead, and it'll be a lot less calories and healthier for me and make me feel better, give me more energy. I just want to put out as much information that I know, and I'm hoping it'll help just at least one person. There's been people who have messaged me before and have either asked me for advice, or they have just thanked me for the things that I posted. And that kind of stuff means the absolute world to me, because I always post things on Instagram, and I always think in the back of my mind, like, man, there's probably a lot of people who just hate seeing this stuff. They probably think it's so annoying. They think, I'm just trying to get likes or something, or I think I know it all, which I don't. I don't know it all. I'm still learning, but I'm ready to share the knowledge that I have and share the knowledge that I'm going to continue to gain, and hopefully it'll help and motivate at least one other person. And yeah, I guess that's it for the Q&A. I hope you stayed for the whole thing, and thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.